Welcome back to Power Ride, the channel where we uncover the hidden truths, the shocking surprises, and the full in-depth reviews of the cars that everyone is talking about and the ones that no one dares to question. Today, buckle up, because we're diving deep into one of the most controversial, surprising, and misunderstood cars of 2026, the all-new Nissan Almera. Yes, you heard that right. The Nissan Almera, a car that has been called boring by some, underrated by others, and yet in its 2026 form, it comes back with a bold new statement, one that might just turn the compact sedan segment upside down. But don't scroll away just yet, because what I'm about to reveal about this car might completely change the way you think about Nissan's strategy, its design, its performance, and even its shocking price tag. And trust me, the twist I'll share with you midway through this review will leave you speechless. Let's begin with the presence of the 2026 Almera. From the first glance, you immediately realize Nissan is no longer treating this car as an afterthought. This isn't the cheap, entry-level sedan that used to be overlooked. This is a car with sharper edges, a more commanding front fascia, and design language inspired by Nissan's global DNA. The V-Motion grille now dominates the front with precision-cut chrome and black detailing. The headlights have a slimmer, more aggressive look with full LED technology, and the bodyline sweep back with an aerodynamic silhouette that gives it a touch of premium styling you wouldn't expect in this category. It's not just a facelift, it's almost like Nissan took the Almera, tore it down to its core, and rebuilt it as something entirely new. The side profile reveals something equally unexpected. The car now sits slightly lower, with a stretched-out stance that makes it look wider, more stable, and yes, dare I say, more expensive. The 17-inch alloy wheels with two-tone finishes sparkle under sunlight, and the sloping roofline adds a coupe-like elegance that immediately makes you question, is this really an Almera? Or has Nissan secretly tried to push it into a higher class? And wait until you see the rear. The taillights now stretch across in a way that mimics cars from brands twice as costly. It's sleek, it's modern, and it completely destroys the stereotype that the Almera is just an affordable commuter car. But here's where things get even more shocking, when we move inside. And I promised you, I'll keep the interior part very short because there's just too much to cover elsewhere. So here it is, the interior of the 2026 Almera is surprisingly refined. A minimalistic dashboard with an 8-inch infotainment screen, soft-touch materials where you least expect them, and an overall layout that feels intuitive and driver-focused. And then, hidden beneath all this simplicity, is Nissan's secret weapon, more on that in just a moment. Because before I reveal the shocking twist inside this Almera, let's talk about performance. The 2026 Almera is powered by a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated engine in most markets, delivering around 125 horsepower and 155 Newton-meters of torque. Not the kind of numbers that will blow your socks off, right? But here's the catch, Nissan has fine-tuned this engine to deliver incredible fuel efficiency, nearly 20 kilometers per liter in real-world conditions, and paired it with either a CVT or a 6-speed manual in certain regions. The CVT has been recalibrated, and while many hate CVTs, this one is smoother, more responsive, and dare I say, slightly engaging for city driving. But here's where Nissan decided to shock us. In some markets, the Almera will actually feature a turbocharged 1.0-liter engine producing 100 horsepower with incredible torque delivery, making it one of the most spirited compact sedans you can drive. And trust me when I say, the way it delivers power is nothing short of surprising. Now, here comes the shocking twist I promised you earlier. Most people expect the Almera to be an entry-level car, stripped of features, designed for budget-conscious buyers who just want basic transportation. But what if I told you the 2026 Nissan Almera offers features you usually only find in cars 2 classes above? Features like adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and even a 360-degree around view monitor. Yes, the same system you'd expect on premium SUVs. How is Nissan pulling this off in a compact sedan that was once known for being the cheapest ticket into the Nissan lineup? It almost feels like they're daring competitors like Toyota Vios, Honda City, and Hyundai Accent to keep up. And it doesn't end there. While rivals still cut corners, Nissan has doubled down on tech. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, push-button start, automatic climate control, keyless entry, all of these are now standard or available in mid-level trims. This is a radical shift in how the Almera positions itself, and it's no longer a car you buy because you can't afford anything else. It's a car you buy because it makes sense, because it shocks you with value, and because it refuses to be boring. But wait, I promised you something even more dramatic, the price. And here's where the 2026 Nissan Almera leaves everyone in disbelief. With all these updates, with all these premium touches, and with technology that rivals higher segment vehicles, you'd expect the Almera to cost somewhere close to $25,000 or maybe even more. But brace yourself, the starting price in most markets is shockingly low, around $18,000. Yes, you heard me right. $18,000 for a car that looks, feels, and drives like it belongs in a class above. This is not just competitive pricing, this is Nissan's knockout punch to the entire segment. It's almost unfair to the competition. And if you think the story ends here, let me tell you, there's more. Because what Nissan has quietly done with the Almera isn't just about making a better compact sedan. It's about creating a global car that can adapt to markets, whether in Asia, the Middle East, Latin America, or even parts of Europe. Nissan knows that buyers today don't just want cheap. They want smart. They want safe. They want stylish. And the Almera of 2026 delivers all three, while hiding under the disguise of a budget car. It's the wolf in sheep's clothing of the automotive world. And this brings us to the real question, should you buy one? Well, if you're looking for performance thrills, maybe you'd prefer a hot hatch or a turbocharged sports sedan. But if you're in the market for something that shocks you with its value, surprises you with its comfort, and leaves you speechless with its tech, the 2026 Nissan Almera might just be the smartest purchase you make. And I'm not just saying that lightly. In fact, after reviewing so many cars here on Power Ride, I can honestly say this is one of the most surprising transformations I've seen in years. But let me take a moment to speak directly to you, the viewer. If you've made it this far in the video, you know by now that the 2026 Nissan Almera is not what it seems. It's a story of rebirth, of transformation, and of Nissan's refusal to let the competition dictate the rules. And that is why this review was so important to bring to you. Because sometimes, the cars we overlook, the ones we underestimate, turn out to be the ones rewriting the rules. So here's what I want you to do now. Drop a comment below and tell me what shocked you the most about the new Nissan Almera. Was it the design, the tech, the safety features, or that unbelievable price tag? And before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us here on Power Ride, where we don't just review cars. We reveal the truth behind them. And trust me, the upcoming reviews we have lined up will leave you speechless. Until then, this was Power Ride, and I'll see you in the next ride.